Hi and welcome back to the second part of how to build an e-commerce website using Django 3 and Vue.js. Today I'm going to go through these tasks. I'm going to begin by creating a folder and an app for the store app, which will contain models for the product, the categories and similar. Then I'm going to get a list of products and show them on the front page. And then I will make it possible to show the detailed view for a product. I want to list all the categories in the menu, and I want to show a detailed view for a category, which will show a title and the list of the products related to that category. So I will begin with creating folder and app for the store. An app is just a collection of views, models and similar. So first I create a folder inside apps called store. And then I create the app by saying python manage.py start app, and then the name store and the place is app/store, like that. So then I can go back to the command line, back to Visual Studio again, and inside settings.py just adding it to the list here before I forget it. Like that. So now Django knows that this app also exists. So I can set this to done. But I want to add a couple of products, demo products. But before I do that, I need to create a model. So if I go inside the store here, model.py, I need to create a database model. The first one will be called class category, which will be the categories for the project. Models.model, I need to pass in this. And the categories, I want to have a title field. So I just say title equals model.char field. This is a very simple text field. And these also always have to have a max length. I also want to use slugs because that's much prettier than just using IDs in the URLs. So then I can use something called a slug field. Just set the length automatically, now to 255. And that's all the category needs for now. So then I can save this and update the database. Python manage.py make migrations. Here you see that I added to the migration file that I want to create a model called category. And then I need to run the actual migration by saying python manage.py migrate. So now the database should know about this. If I run the server again, we can go into the administration in just a couple of seconds. Run server. But I need to register this model with the admin interface. So inside admin.py in the store folder, you say from.models import category and admin.site.register category and save. So if I go into the admin interface now, refresh, you will see that here's the new block here. So then I can create a couple of categories. Computer, and then the slug, and sports, sport, like that, and save. So now I have two categories in the database, but I want to show the title here instead of the object because it's not possible for me to know which one is computer and which one is sport. So if I go back to models.py, I create a new function here, def Unicode pass in self parameter, return self.title. No, that's not correct. Okay, str maybe. Yes, so now it's much easier to know which is which. But as you also can see, categories is spelled wrong when it's multiple. So to do that, I need to add another class inside here, class meta. This is like configurations for the model. If I say verbose name plural equals categories and save. So now it says categories instead. I know this can seem a little bit overwhelming, but you can see what's happening in the admin interface when you do this, and I hope that it will, and I hope you understand what's happening. So then I need to create one more model for the product. Class product models.model. I also want this to have a title and a slug, so I can just copy this. And I also want a couple of other fields like description equals models.text field. I want this to be blank equals null and blank equals true and null equals true. So it can be empty if you don't want to fill it out. I also want the price field. Price equals models.float field, like that. And that's actually every field I need for now. I want to keep adding more like images and similar afterwards. But I can copy this and paste it there. Also, I need to make it possible to reference a category. So up here I say category equals models.foreign key. Category related name equals products, and I need to add a on delete models.cascade. Models.delete. So what's happening here is that I reference the category model. Related name means that I can get all the products when you're inside the category. It's just the index field in the database. And when I delete the category, I also want to delete the products. So I can save this now. Okay, doesn't have a delete. Okay, what have I done wrong here? Need to Google this. Django on delete. This is supposed to be cascade. This will delete all of the, so now when you delete a category, it will also delete the products. So then I can save it and run Python manage.py make migrations. So as you can see here, I want to change the meta options for the category and create a model called product. And then I run the actual migration, and everything seems to be working. So then you can run the development server again. Go back here and inside admin.py also import product and register it. Save. So if I go home now, you will see that now product is also added here. So I can try to add a couple of products to the computer. Drone. This is the description for the drone. And that should cost 99.99. So since I now have a product, I want to make it possible to get it and show it here on the front page. To do this, I go back to the core views there on the front page. Here I also need to import the product model. So I say from apps.store.models import product. And to get all the products, I just say products equals product.objects.all. This will give me all of the products in the database. I like to create a context dictionary to keep track of all the data. So I pass this in here like that, and then I add context after here, so it's passed into the render function. If I now go to the template front page, I can loop through the product like this for product in products. Just try to show the title. Hopefully now we should see drone here. Perfect. But I can't list the product like this. I want to use some cards from Bullman, so I need to make some changes here. Div class columns is multi-line because I want them to span over multiple lines. And then I can copy this. Div class column is 4. No, 3 maybe. I will test this. Just close this and 4. Remove this. And in here I want to create a class card, div class card, div class card content, div class media, div class media content, and then I want to show the title in here. Title is for product.title. Below here I want to show the price. Product.price. Maybe I just want to prefix this with a $sign. Below the card content I want to show a footer. Footer class card footer. I'll fix this link in a while. Card footer item view. So that's a little bit better. So I see the title, the price, and the view button, which will lead to the detail view for the product. So I can add one more product in the computer category. What should this be? I have a couple of product pictures. I have a USB lamp. The lamp, that's only $4.99. So now they're listed next to each other. Perfect. So then I can actually go into my to-do list and set this to done. The next part will be to create a detailed view for the product. So I can now go into store to create a view here. Def product detail request. And to see this I also need a product slug. Oh, I can just say slug cleaner. and then I need to get this product from the database. Product equals get object or 404 product slug equals slug. So I need to import this. It's a shortcut from Django, so I just add it up here with the render. So if I can't get a product where slug equals slug, then I will get a returned a 404 error. Below here I create a new context dictionary, product, and then the return render, which we used on the front page and the contact page. Pass in the request, product detail.html, and pass in the context. But this will give an error now because I haven't imported this model yet. From .models import product, and I can use .models because I'm in the same catalog as the models file. So I can save this now, and I can go to the urls.py and import this from apps.store.views import product detail, and below there I can say path, and I just want a slug here for now. Slug product detail, name should also be product detail. So I want a field, I want a type slug, and also the name slug there, reference this name. Just close a couple of fields like that. So now what I need to do is to create a new folder inside the store folder called templates, and in there I need to create the file product detail.html. Here I also want to extend the base.html file. Block content and block. On the first line, class title, we can show the product title and just go and test this. If I go back to the front page, I can change this link to URL product detail, and behind here, before I close it, I can say product.slug. So now if I click this, it will lead me to /drone and show the drone title. Perfect. Below the title I want to show the price, subtitle product.price, and I also want to show the description if the product has a description. If product.description p product.description, and like that. So I will come back to the add to cart button and similar afterwards or later in this series. So then I can go ahead and close this for now, and inside the to do I can set this to done, and the next part is to show the categories up in the menu here with contact. To do this I need to create something called a context processor, because I don't want to add the categories to all of the views. I want them to be globally accessible. To do this, I go into the store folder and create a new file called context processors.py. And this shouldn't be too complicated. What's inside this file? We just say from.models import category. And then we create a function here, def menu categories. Pass in the request. Then we get all the categories from the database. Categories equals category.objects.all. Return categories, and save. And I also need to register this with the settings file. So here are already a couple of context processor which are default by Django, and below here I can add mine, apps.store.context processors, which is the file, and then menu categories, which was the function we created, and save. So you can see here everything seems to be working. And if I now go to base.html, I hopefully can say for category in menu categories. Then I can just create an empty class navbar item category.title and save. Okay, that did not work. Probably forgot to do something. Okay, I maybe just need to change this to categories. Yes, that's what's working, but I want it to be called menu category, so it's a little bit more unique. And I need to replace this, because this is the name I'm going to loop through here. So now everything is working. I have the categories up here. And then I can go back to the to-do list and set this to done. And then I need to create a detail view for the category. So inside the store here, I say category detail.html. I also want this to extend the base.html. Block content. And the block like that. I want the title here, which is the category title. Category.title. And then I can copy some code from the front page. Like that. Because it's going to be totally similar. Like that. So now I have the template ready. I can create the view. Need to import category here. Def category detail request slug category equals get object or 404. We'll do the same thing here. Slug equals slug. And I can create the context category return render request category title category detail.html and pass in the context, but also need to get the product, so I can say product equals category.product.all. So I can do this because it's a related field like that. So last thing to do here is to do this and save. But we have a couple of problems now. I will fix category detail because I want the structure to look the same as here. Category detail. But now I will get a 404 error if I try to visit this, I think. Yes, I haven't fixed the link yet, but if I go to /computer, I will get a 404 because it's trying to get a product first. So what I want to do now is to add one more slug here, category slug, like that, because I want to pass in this into this category slug, like that. So I need to change the base.html file as well, because now I need to, no, not the base, sorry, the front page. I need to pass in product.category.slug, and I also need to do this on the category detail. Here I can say product.category.slug, or I can say category.slug since I already have the category in the context. And save. And then the last thing before we can test all of this is to change the link in the menu, URL, category detail, and pass in the category slug, like that. So now I get computer with 2 products. If I go to sports, nothing happens. And if I click drone, I'll be sent to /computer/drone. And the same goes with the front page. If I click here, I will send to /computer/USB lamp. So that was all of the to-dos for this part. I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and if you haven't already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did, and hit like below if you liked the video. See you next time.